iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in, race fans, here tonight to the Thompson Speedway. It is the Macqui 100 here from Thompson tonight. Checkered flag auto display short track scrambler series here tonight. Live to you. It is round number 10. That's right, this is going to be the 10th round of the season out of the 16 race schedule here this season. Where have we been? Well, we've been to Richmond. Michael Trevarthen picked up the win. New Smyrna, Dave Bragg picked up his first career win. Then Eric Stout went back-to-back at Lanier and Hickory before Rex Oil, the wily veteran, going to victory lane at Nashville. Then we were at the LA Coliseum where Mr. Confusion A.J. Hamill found victory lane for the first time this season. And we were at Stafford, we were at USA, New Hampshire, and now tonight, back here at one of the most historic tracks in the country. Thompson Motor Speedway here tonight under the lights, and we are ready to go. Let's head down trackside here tonight and get that starting lineup brought to us by our friends over at Team 53. Got to thank Team 53. If you need your setups, head on over to Team 53 on Facebook.com. Contact them and get you in the fast track to picking up wins. Starting lineup looks like this. The driver out of Virginia, Alan Kundman, in car number 88, will pick up his first career pole here on Thursday nights. Eric Stout right alongside him. There you see the Six Rings Racing number 12 of Stout. And then it's Brian Bianchi. Those are the top two drivers in the points championship coming into the night. Bianchi has a 9-point lead over Stout. How about the Racing School? Number 21 of Dan Butler has the most laps around this track in real world. He'll start here into the 4th spot. 5th then will be Rob Higgins. Dave Bragg, there he is, car number 31. He'll start into the 6th starting spot tonight. 7th will be the Granny Hip Walkers and Canes. Number 13 MA of Joshua Buckley. Michael Trevarthen back into the 8th spot. 9th will be Brandon Feeney. And then how about 10th? It's the Racing School man himself, number 33 of Mike Taschereau. Arnold Val is going to start way back into the 11th starting spot here tonight. And how about William Kirk? He's definitely the storyteller of the evening. We'll get more on that later. Aidan Alvecchione will start there to the 13th starting position. And how about Kyle Johnson? He'll start 14th. 15th to TJ Henson. Steve McCormick will start into the 16th spot. And how about the man, the myth, the legend? It is Bob Higgins, car number 30. Will start back into the 17th starting spot with that 20-year anniversary number 30. They're out there. You hear them buzzing around already. That means we're just about ready. Next time by, these cars, the limited late model stocks. We will take the green flag. 100 laps here tonight in the Macqui. 100 here from the Thompson Speedway. Ready to go this time by. Green flag up. 100 laps the distance here. Let's boogie. Great start there by Stout to the outside, but the inside lane's the place to be. Lap number 1 here tonight. Gonna go to the driver of that 88, Alan Koopman, leading here. Battle, though, is back there for the 4th position. Rob Higgins down on the bottom side. Higgins trying to make the bottom work. The Jiffy Lube number 31 up top there. That's the green number 2, Michael Trevarthen. Brand new colors for him here. Problems for Joshua Buckley and the Grand Amps Walkers and Canes, number 13 MA. Looks like he was off the pace just a little bit. Looks like he's been down into the grass, and this is exactly what happened on lap number 2. Watch the 13 MA. Oh boy, self yeet, and then had a little help there. The Feeney call, number 38 of Brandon Feeney. Gonna stick the nose up underneath and use him like a shovel. So that's what's going to relegate number 13 MA of Joshua Buckley. Go with Koopman out front and Stout right there. I'm not sure. Oh boy, that is an absolutely hideous number 12 machine here tonight. There you see the number 12, the driver out of Virginia, Eric Stout, normally carries the Flow colors and the Six Rings Racing logos on the side of this number 12. I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing, race fans, because that is terrible. It's a Giants paint scheme. They must have lost a bet to Joshua Buckley, because Buckley is definitely the Giants fan around here. It's just gross. Battle for the race lead, though. Stout trying to take the I Love the New York Giants machine to the point here tonight. And how about the driver that's sitting back into the 3rd spot? That is Brian Bianchi. He carries those Culpeppers Bakery and Cafe colors along with the Macqui logo on the hood here tonight at the Thompson Speedway. Macqui, where you become friends at Macqui. Total strangers walk in, you walk out as friends, you walk out as family. It's sort of like running here with Red Light Racing. You come in as strangers and you leave as family. Noticing Eric Stout here in that number 12 machine, the driver that is running 2nd currently on the scoring. Running a little bit higher on entry into the corner, diamonds it off, gets some great runs, just can't quite finish the momentum down the back straightaway or the front straightaway here tonight. Everybody has gone single file here tonight. There you see a good example of that run. 10 laps currently in the books here tonight in the Macqui 100 here from the Thompson Motor Speedway. Looking at the point standings here, and it's just a 1-point swing early on, and it's Brian Bianchi holding the top spot in the championship standings. Just 1 point over Eric Stout. Battle back here. There is William Kirk in the Pontiac. Car number 9 down on the bottom, the outside car there. That is Arnold Valls as they work down the back straightaway. There you see the two. The Haley Scoops and Brews, number 51 to the outside. Then you got the Miller Genuine Draft entry. And William Kirk down there. Brandon Feeney's there, and I believe that's car number 62 if I'm seeing it correctly, and that is 62 there with TJ Henson and the 02 of Kyle Johnson. So everybody kind of packed in here right now. This is the hot spot, the place to be, as nothing has changed out front here. It has been 15 laps, and it's been all Kuhnman and Stout leading the way. Top 4 positions have not changed hands here tonight, as that is the Solid Rock Carriers, number 62 of TJ Henson down onto the bottom. TJ Henson and Kyle Johnson, who you actually do see there both on screen together. There's the 02. Those two drivers came in running full time this season for the Rookie of the Year here on Thursday night. Kuhn's been missing a couple of races here, but he also joins the rookie candidates this season. And you see that 62 continue to try and hound that number 9 there of William Kirk, and he'll send it into the corner, and around goes the 62. So TJ Henson going to make contact there with the number 9 of William Kirk, and that's going to spin him around on that Solid Rock Carriers entry. So we will get the first caution flag of the evening here on lap number 18 for the solo spin there of TJ Henson. You saw that one live. Looked like Henson just got down in too low, too hot. Watch it back here, zoom it in a little bit. See, he gets down onto the bottom side. He drove it in a little farther, and the car just drifts up just slightly there into the number 9 of William Kirk. Right on board with our checkered flag, auto supply, onboard camera. Gonna say no harm, no foul, because you do see the cars down on pit road. No damage done to the Solid Rock Carriers number 62 here, as TJ Henson will be able to come back out onto the speedway. Does not lose a lap. Nothing going, well, other than losing a couple spots on the grid. And looking at it, I don't believe he put tires on. I could be wrong. So taking a look at it, the top 4 spots here tonight. Kuhnman, Stout, Bianchi, Butler have not changed hands. That's how they qualified here tonight in the Macqui 100. And that was exactly how they're still running tonight. Dave Bragg, Michael Trevarthen, Rob Higgins, Mike Taschereau, Arnold Valls, and Brandon Feeney is how the rest of the top 10 round down. Should be seeing the 1-to-go marker this time by the iRacing.com official, as the lights are officially out on the iRacing.com pace car. So that does mean we got the 1-to-go marker. We'll get back racing here to be 22 laps officially completed here tonight at the Thompson Motor Speedway. Last week's winner, Michael Trevarthen, at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. He's sitting back there running into that 6th position. Remember, Trevarthen this season not running a full-time schedule with the series, just kind of pick and choose, show up when I can. Green flag back up into the air here tonight at Thompson. Look at Stout. He's going to go down on the bottom. That's real flat down there. Will he come out with a run? He will not. It'll be Alan Kuhnman here. Oh, trouble towards the back. Bob Higgins in the 20-year anniversary. Number 30 will spin it around. Don't believe he hit anything, but he'll go for a slide off turn number 2 down into the infield grass. And all 4 tires look to be up. See Barney, our official flag man here tonight at Thompson, waving the flag. So the second caution flag of the evening is out onto the speedway. It is for Bob Higgins, spinning out of turn number 2. I'm being told him and Nip, there's the reach for the top. Brewing number 70. There's some right front damage on that number 70 machine. That is Steve McCormick. You see McCormick coming to pit road. Oh, it looks like the 30 of Higgins got a little help there from William Kirk. And it sent Higgins down across the nose of the number 70 of Steve McCormick. Watch the 30. There's the contact from the 9. And then the 70 of McCormick, just an innocent bystander. Had nothing to do with it, and he gets involved, and that's what brings out the yellow flag here for the second time this evening. Bob Higgins did a good job of driving, though, to keep that number 30 off the infield wall. Couple tricky spots here for some of these drivers tonight. Remember, Joshua Buckley went for a ride down there in turn number 2. Now Bob Higgins goes for a ride in turn 2, along with Steve McCormick. TJ Henson had his problems here tonight, which brought out that first caution flag of the evening. So the drivers that are running 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th here tonight having some problems. I guess we should include William Kirk in car number 9. He's running 13th. He was involved in that last one there. But all drivers are still out onto the raceway. All drivers still competing here tonight in the Macqui 100. Hey, race fans, did you know that the Macqui is actually over in Dudley, Massachusetts? They have a seat waiting for you. Meet some new friends over at Macqui. Green flag up. Let's see who becomes friends here on this restart. Great start there for Dan Butler there in the 21. We told you earlier, he's a lot of laps here. Everybody's able to get out of turn number 2 this time. Michael Trevarthen on the outside there trying to work his way up. Almost contact there. Storm magnet of Dan Butler down on the bottom side. Didn't tell me it was going to snow yesterday. That's right, here in Pennsylvania. Our Pennsylvania location got a little snow. Dan Butler loves checking out the weather and what it's doing all around the country, especially in the Northeast, and it's getting time for snow time. I know a couple of parts up in his area already having snow. Oh, big stack up off of turn number 2. This time, TJ Henson gonna get the boot. So the third caution flag of the evening here on lap number 30. An average run of 8 laps here tonight at the Thompson Speedway early in this one. And I'm looking at the 62 as he comes by the flag stand, and I'm not seeing much damage. We saw the big stack up off turn number 2, though, and it was TJ Henson going around. Take a look. Henson down on the bottom is flat. Gets crossed up, and good avoidance for Aiden Alvecchione there. Believe we have a camera here. Watch from all board 8 and Alvecchione. You saw the 62 get sideways down on the flat, come back up across in front of that 0-2, and Aiden was able to just hit the hooks and say no. Couple drivers towards the back of the field coming to pit road here. They are trying to get the damage fixed. No pit road, though, for TJ Henson. He came down to lap number 19. He has not come down this time. They don't feel like there is any damage for that car that needs to come get fixed, but they will bring the number 70, the reach for the top, number 70 of Steve McCormick out of Ohio. He comes to pit road here. He's been down numerous times to try and fix that right front damage. Remember, him and Bob Higgins got together after William Kirk got into the number 30 of Bob Higgins. Lights go out once again on the iRacing.com pace car. There you see the number 2 of Michael Trevarthen. He'll restart to the inside now. Biggest mover of the race so far has been that number 2 of Michael Trevarthen, as you see him right there in that all-green number 2. The Rev Esports driver out of Florida here tonight, trying to do it. Green flag will come back out of 4, and it'll be 34 laps completed. Great start on the outside for that 88. See if it works out of 2. It looks like he should have the race lead. A couple of cars jockeying for position back there. That was the number 33 of Mike Taschereau. They're going to go 3 wide. Taschereau on the bottom with his Pontiac. He's going to make the pass on Dave Bragg. Dan Butler up here. Brandon Feeney and Brian Bianchi all making a little contact. Looked like Bianchi overshot the corner just a little bit. The 14 of Brian Bianchi tried to hang on. He was as high as running 3rd here tonight. Now back to running into the 5th spot. He'll be able to take that 5th spot away from Dan Butler. How about the Feeney call? Brandon Feeney right there, the black and blue with the blue rims, number 30. I wonder if he knows that those rims do not match that car. Look at it. Look at the rims. Look at the blue on the car. They don't match. But then we are talking about our friend from north of the border there, Brandon Feeney, and, well, he'll probably agree. That's all we had to say. William Kirk rebounding here. He's back up to the 11th position as he got around the number 51 of Arnold Valls. Arnold going to scrape the wall there with the Haley's Scoops and Brews, number 51. Brandon Feeney just set the fastest time of the evening. So Feeney unloading a hot rod here tonight. See if we can take a ride around the Thompson Speedway with Brandon Feeney. You heard Brandon Feeney there down the straightaway is about 3/4 of the way hitting the chip here tonight. These limited late model stocks is what we have every week here with the series, driving a new car. Last week we drove the super late model, more horsepower. Here tonight a little less horsepower. It's the same body, same configuration underneath, just taking a little power away. Next week when we head to the Concord Speedway, we bring out the SK modified. Then before we head to Nashville, we'll put the fenders on. We'll go old school street stock racing. So the series switching it up. You got to be good to drive everything to compete for championships here on Thursday nights. You got to be as good as Alan Kuhn's been right now, who is out front here, closing in on the halfway point tonight here at the Thompson Motor Speedway. Tonight, the Macqui 100. Wonder who's going to the bar here tonight after this one to celebrate. Steve McCormick's not. Let's go with Mr. McCormick. There he is, the orange and blue entry out of Ohio. Brews his own beer. But you don't really have to go to the bar unless you have a bar in the garage, I guess. That's what McCormick could do. So what I'm starting to realize is there's going to be an after the season party at Steve McCormick's house back in Ohio. Hope he's got enough beer for everybody. Everybody has gone single file really here tonight, trying to work themselves into a groove. Mike Taschereau, though, is trying to work over that number 31 of Dave Bragg. Bragg's kind of sandwiched in between both those racing school entries. Mike Taschereau and Dan Butler, two instructors at the racing school. Mike Taschereau actually owns the racing school, and they have a great modified program coming up this season. For more information on the modified program, head on over to theracingschool.net or contact Mike Taschereau direct. Very sociable person. He'll get back to you as soon as he can, and if he's not working in the garage, I forget how many cars they have now at the racing school. It's the upward number of like 20-some cars that you can race right here at the Thompson Speedway, where I believe they're going to Waterford this year also. They had some shows there last year, and they're going to continue that program with that track. Joshua Buckley actually went to the racing school a couple seasons ago. Got to go around and modified. And ever since then, he has not stopped talking about that experience at the racing school. So the racing school is a proud partner of Red Light Racing. So we thank Mike Taschereau and the whole crew over at the racing school for coming back on board this season. All post-race interviews here tonight will be brought to us by our friends at the racing school. And I can tell you this guy right here tonight is hoping that this one just ends at this point. TJ Henson going for his second spin around here tonight. And this is what happened to Mr. TJ Henson. Henson was battling for the 15th position. Oh, looks like he came up the track a little bit into Mr. McCormick. Right on board here, TJ Henson. Great shot from the flag stand there. So McCormick back to pit road. TJ Henson pit road also. Both drivers trying to check to see if they have any damage. While we pace here tonight at the Thompson Motor Speedway, we'll be right back here for more racing here tonight in the Macqui 100. Alan Kuhnman is your race leader.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver.
Well, what do you say we get back to paying that bill a little bit later on, because the racing is back here at Thompson. Fourth caution flag of the night will clean up and end there with 58 laps completed, and the battle is for the race lead again. Brian Bianchi, oh no. Brian Bianchi gassed it up in the Macqui number 14 going around here out of turn number 2. Take a look what happens to that red number 14. I don't think there was contact there, but we'll have to take a better look. It's right on board here. Let's see. I don't believe there was contact, I should at least say. It's right from high above the drone camera here, following these cars around tonight. Maybe a slight contact there right front to the door panel. Bianchi is down on pit road there as you see the Macqui, Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe number 14, putting some right side tires on the number 14. That's going to put Bianchi back to running into the 16th position though. So he'll have a lot of work now going forward. We talked about Bianchi had the points championship lead coming into the night, 9 points over Eric Stout. So now with Bianchi back into the 16th spot, he's going to have to drive like a wheelman here tonight to try to get back to the front, because Eric Stout, he's having himself a good night. Stout last week was the unfortunate one that didn't have the finish he thought he was going to get. Started in the 3rd spot, was able to lead 8 laps at New Hampshire, but finished way back into the 13th position. 2 back-to-back disappointing finishes, one from USA, one from New Hampshire. 12th and 13th is what the records tell us. So Eric Stout could rebound and retake the points championship lead here tonight at the Thompson Motor Speedway. Lights are out, and when we come out of turn number 4, we drop the hammer again. Stout gonna turn down there and really go low on the bottom side. Contact back there between Taschereau and Butler. Goodman using the outside lane here. Big problems. Big problems. Joshua Buckley, Brandon Feeney. Kyle Johnson involved. Have to watch this back. This was right about the 8th position. Oh, Higgins into the back of Buckley, and then Brandon Feeney comes sliding in. He had just gone to pit road and got tires on the 38, and he'll slide those tires now. Right on board the Feeney call with Brandon Feeney. Feeney just slightly comes in there, makes some contact. This is from onboard Rob Higgins with the checkered flag auto supply onboard camera. Got underneath the 13 of Buckley, got a little tap himself, and then everybody winds up high into turn number 3. And hey boys, you can't park there. That's not the Harvard Yard. You can't park there. So with that caution flag starting to get cleaned up, It'll be the 6th caution flag of the evening here tonight for the Macqui 100 from the Thompson Speedway. Should see one to go next time, I do believe. A couple drivers down on pit road. Mike Taschereau, Bob Higgins, Rob Higgins, Joshua Buckley, all coming to pit road. I do believe also there was a couple other drivers that came. Dave Bragg, William Kirk were also some of the drivers that came to pit road last lap. Well, let's see if Eric Stout could drive the number 12 better than, well, his football team was able to drive down the field. That's why he's got that awesome I Heart the New York Giants. It's really not that awesome, race fans. I'm not a football bias kind of person. I'll be the first one to tell you I don't watch the NFL, but I'm from Pennsylvania, so right off the top, the Giants, like, come on, man. Green flag up here, 67 laps completed. Stout to the bottom again. He'll give it a whirl. It's not going to be good enough, though. Oh, he tried to slide up in front of Butler there. There was a little contact. Butler goes a little high down on 3 and 4, though. He'll lose that spot to Stout. Who is the man that is running 5th, race fans? Can anybody tell me who that outside car is? He drives the 271. That's right. Aiden Alvecchio here tonight, race fans, has moved himself inside the top 5. Started well outside the top 10. And that 271 is rolling here tonight. That a boy, Mr. Aiden Alvecchio. Caution lights. Caution lights for the 7th time here tonight in the Macqui 100. Joshua Buckley's down on pit road. Being told Rob Higgins has some damage, possibly from this one. Along with Brandon Feeney. Here he comes. Let's take a look. Feeney got turned around by Bragg. Bragg got turned around by the 0-2. That was Kyle Johnson. I believe a bunch of Canadians getting together here. Yep, 3 Canadians. The Jiffy Lube entry, the Feeney call, and Kyle Johnson. Everybody was able to keep going. Brandon Feeney was the one that was sitting backwards back there. There you see the Feeney call. Brandon Feeney got to put left side tires on. He already used the right side tires. You might as well use the left side tires. Burn them if you got them, I guess is what they say. And best thing about iRacing.com is, you know what? You don't pay for the tires. You don't pay for any of it other than your subscription to iRacing. So you tear it up, you hit a button, and I guess no harm, no foul. It will be... Wait, is Koonman trying to bump draft the pace car? You can't. It's a virtual car. It disappears there, Koonman. Wonder if he knew that. Well, if he did, he does now. So 2 drivers getting the Attaboy Award so far here tonight. Dan Butler's been able to battle up front. Hasn't been able to lead a lap. It's been all the 88 of Koonman so far here tonight. Dan Butler has battled, though, for that race lead. Just has yet to get it. Aiden Alvecchio here tonight has started from outside the top 10. Moved the 271 now here inside the top 5. And another driver that has kept it going here tonight is Steve McCormick. May have been wrapped up in 2 wrecks here tonight, but he has kept the reach for the top, brewing number 70 out there onto the speedway. He's up to running 5th. He has a lot of drivers behind him, though, that have fresher tires, like Bianchi and Henson, Bragg and Feeney, Johnson. So we'll see if he can hold on. We're doubled up. That means only one thing left. Going back to racing. Green flag up and 25 laps remaining. Again, Stout to the bottom. He just cannot make the bottom stick off the corner. Looking back from the race leader, there's Michael Trevarthen, who will take now second position. One driver high and wide, and you can't run around the outside. That was Dave Bragg in car number 31. He'll lose a bunch of spots. Kyle Johnson coming to pit road. So with just 24 laps to go, does anybody have anything for Alan Koondman, who just set another fast lap? Here in the last 10 laps, Koondman has set 2 of the fastest laps of the evening. That new fast time, 19.45 for the race leader of Koondman. As he's trying to run away and hide, there's still drivers back here battling. 271 of Aidan Alvecchione. The restart fell back to now the 7th position. Now might lose the 8th position. That's because that is William Kirk as the driver around. So the 8th caution flag coming out here with 21 laps to go. An average green flag run, 6 laps here tonight at the Thompson Motor Speedway. So the Feeney call 38 going for the spin. He's got some nose damage on that 38 of Brandon Feeney. Feeney ran up on the back of the 33 of Mike Tashro, got into the back of him, spun him sideways, got him pointed back into the right direction, and then Feeney going for the spin. Watch Feeney get right into the back. Yeet. And then let me help you out. You're straight, and now I'm turned. It looks like Mike Tashro in that whole exchange may just lose one spot here. There you see the RacingSchool.net number 33 of Mike Tashro. We talked about Dan Butler having a lot of laps. And, well, nobody lives closer to the track than Mike Tashro. It's just across the street is where the Racing School race cars are staged. I wonder if he just drives them straight across the street when it's track day for the racing school. Because I believe loading them up, putting them in the trailer, driving them across the street, unloading them off the trailer, that just sounds like a pain in the rear to me. All drivers are out onto the speedway. Just 2 drivers a couple laps down here tonight. Kyle Johnson is 3 laps down, but he is out there running. And then Joshua Buckley is 8 laps down. I think he fell from his walker, which is what put him a couple laps down here. It'll be 16 laps around the half-mile speedway. Koondman and Trevarthen will be the 2 drivers that try to battle this out here as they're on the front row. Koondman, Trevarthen, Stout, then Butler. A big jump that time for the 88 of Koondman. He's the race leader with Michael Trevarthen giving chase. Oh! Little tail slap there. I believe that was the 21 to the 12. Brian Bianchi's right there again. Rebounded very nicely for car number 14 of Brian Bianchi. As you see them, they battle down the back straightaway. That's the 12 of Bianchi to the inside, the 14 of Bianchi. He will make the pass on the outside. So that New York Giants car. Oh, contact. Stout going to go around. He was into the quarter panel there on the 14. Stout going to go around. Not only is that car hitting us, now it's got some damage on it. Steve McCormick also turned around. Ninth caution here tonight at Thompson. Looks like a bunch of little issues here on this one. See it carried on down the straightaway. McCormick going around. I believe that was Dave Bragg that was getting pinballed around. Mike Tashrow also. And there you see where McCormick went around. Josh Buckley is the lucky dog here. He'll get a wave around. He'll get to come back around. He'll pick up one of those 8 laps that he was down here. So the caution flag's helping the 13 of Joshua Buckley. I'm sure Koondman actually likes this because he's not having to put pressure on his tires, and the laps are clicking away here tonight. So Koondman has led them all. Talked about Buckley getting that lap back. He was 8 laps down. He's now 7 laps down. So if we had 7 more caution flags here tonight, he'd be right back in it. Just trying to confirm our scoring is accurate here. They're giving us the thumbs up because they're going to give them the 1 to go. So what you're seeing on the left-hand side of the screen is actually correct. Koondman has chose the outside lane. It seems like the dominant way here tonight around the Thompson Speedway virtually. So Koondman, Trevarthen, Butler, and Bianchi. How about Bianchi? He would love to finish right about there. Find out in 8 laps. As it's another one of those blistering starts there for the race leader. That'll leave Bianchi battling back into 3rd. So Bianchi going into 3rd. Brandon Feeney and Dan Butler gonna scrape him a little bit. Had to check up TJ Henson. Henson had to check up there. How about William Kirk? He's making a charge down to the bottom side. So Butler able to hold off those drivers for the time being. TJ Henson, though, is not going away. And you know that the number 31's not going to go away. 3 wide. Oh, the 9 going to send it in there. Three wide bouncing off each other. Contact pinball wizard. How did they keep that going? Kirk stuck it in there. It did not stick, and he pinballed off of everybody. Look at Eric Stout back there trying to find a way through the pinball mess. It's just 5 to go. It'll be less than that this time by because Goodman already passed the start finish line, and it's just 4 laps remaining. Battle for the race lead. Well, nope, I thought it was the race lead. That's the second place. That was Brian Bianchi trying to get underneath the Michael Trevarthen entry. Not going to be able to make it happen. It'll be 3 laps to go. Doing it for Dale with just 3 laps to go. Koonman, Trevarthen, Bianchi, Feeney, and Butler is the top 5 running positions here. How about Henson, who has been turned around more times? More times than anything here tonight. Aiden Alvecchione trying to hold up his end of this one. There you see the Jiffy Lube, number 31 of Dave Bragg making a pass to the outside. Aiden's going to fight this one hard, but the white flag is up here tonight. Brought to us by our friends at Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe. It's the final trip around the Speedway here tonight. He has led them all as he works down the back straightaway. There you see it. The number 88, Alan Koonman, will pick up the win here tonight. So the Macqui 100 goes to Alan Koonman, Michael Trevarthen, Brian Bianchi, Brandon Feeney, Dave Bragg, TJ Henson. That's Dan Butler in 5th. Then TJ Henson, Dave Bragg, Steve McCormick, William Kirk, and Arnold Vowles is how they've come across the lines and finish. There's tonight's winner, the number 88, Alan Koonman. See if he has any donuts left in the 88 here tonight. As he does, he'll spin it around here on the front straightaway. Your winner, Alan Koonman. So as Koonman will come down here, he'll park it on the start-finish line. We'll take a quick break here from the Thompson Motor Speedway here tonight as we have concluded the Macqui 100 here from Thompson. We'll be back with the Racing School post-race show after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back to the Thompson Speedway here tonight, race fans. We have concluded our 100-lap feature here tonight, brought to us by our friends over at Bar Macqui. Remember, you come as strangers and you leave as friends at Bar Macqui. Head on over there in Dudley, Massachusetts today, and maybe you'll be able to find some of the drivers you saw here tonight at the bar. Let's kick things off, though, with the post-race show here tonight, brought to us by the Racing School. Remember, you can head to the Racing School and you can race right here at the Thompson Speedway. They have many options next seasons for events here at Thompson and Waterford also, along with being able to drive late model stocks or even some of those modifieds that all these drivers talk about out of the Northeast like they are actually gold. But hey, what do you say we talk to the top three here tonight? Starting things off, the driver out of Virginia, the 88 of Alan Koodman. Koodman, a great race here tonight as that number 88 was absolutely set on, well, blast, because it was fast from practice to qualifying to here in the race.
Yeah, it was a good race overall. Just knew that if I could start up front, just knowing that this track is, you know, a one groove, one lane track for the most part. As long as I could start up front, I could stay up there. We were able to do that all night, so it was a good race. Car handled pretty good, handled pretty much the same throughout the whole 100 laps.
Were you worried towards the end of this race because a couple of those drivers that finished, well, just inside the top 5, they had come and got tires after the halfway point? Were you worried that maybe the fresh tires in the inside lane could have worked here tonight late?
A little bit, just because fresh tires always overcomes. But I know some of those guys restarted on the inside, and I know the inside wasn't where you want it to be on restarts here tonight. So I just managed my tires, just made sure I restarted, did everything the same way I had been all night, and figured I'd come out of here with a top 3 at least.
Well, it'll be a win for you. But, hey, one question, though. Did you see how ugly that number 12 car was out there that was trying to battle you tonight?
I did see it, if you're talking about his paint scheme. But yeah, Eric did good. I don't know what happened with him right there towards the end of the race. But he did good tonight, too. Me and him had some really good restarts, and give props to him for it.
So you did see it. At least you saw it out there tonight, but a great run for you as this Flow Racing number 88 is sitting here in victory lane. Before we let you go, how about we roll this red carpet out for you here tonight because you pick up your first win of the season with the series. Congratulations, and who's all on the side of this number 88 that makes it possible?
Yeah, just Flow Racing. You know, that's the #1 place to go to watch all your local short track racing. Down here in Virginia, I use it for South Boston when I can't make it up there. But yeah, if y'all don't have Flow Racing, go get it. And I just want to thank Eric for bringing me in here. I know I haven't talked to a lot of the guys in the league yet, but I appreciate them having me, and I appreciate everybody being clean for the most part that I've seen through the first 2 races, and I look forward to racing with these guys for the rest of the season.
Well, there you have it. He sets quick time here tonight in our qualifying session, and then goes out and leads all 100 laps tonight of the Bar Macqui 100. Alan Koonman picks up the big win here tonight. The driver that will finish back into the second spot, he picked up 6 spots here tonight in a really brightly green number 2. Trevarthan, it's getting accustomed here to talking to you on Mondays and Thursdays. Tonight, though, it's a second place finish.
Yeah, we're not upset with it. Like I said, Alan was quick tonight. I don't think any of us had anything for that car. So hard to pass here. Kind of like Alan, we saved our equipment first 50, 60 laps. A lot of jockeying back and forth with the cautions. I know it was really hard to start on the bottom. You had to really kind of tiptoe in there and, try to slide up where you could, or, you'd end up sliding back. So, like I said, you really wanted to be, outside lane, 4th, 6th, somewhere in there to stay consistent. But, yeah, like I said, I don't think we had anything for him in practice. I don't think we had anything for him in, obviously, qualifying. Struggled a little bit with speed in the car tonight. Nothing to take away from Alan and Six Rings Racing tonight. They did a great job. Hats off to Brian. I know they got some fresh tires behind us. I knew they were coming, but I knew how hard it was going to be to pass as long as you had it whipped up on the top. It didn't really matter if they had 4 freshies on there. I don't think they would have been able to complete the pass with as much as it bogged the motor down on the bottom side tonight. So we'll take the second, and we'll move on from this one.
A lot of momentum on the side of this team here for you and the Deuce crew, but are you going to be able to park it back in victory lane? I know we talked about the point structure here as you're not running for a championship, just trophies.
Yeah, like I said, we would have liked to have come out with another win tonight, but it really comes down to qualifying. I mean, on these Thursday nights, the cars are, especially the top 6, top 8 cars are so equal as far as speed and consistency throughout the entire 100-lap event, whether we pit for tires or not. It really comes down to where you start. If you can put it up on the front row or even pole position, it makes it really hard for the guys to get around you, and they're burning their shit up to try to get around you. So I think we need to do a better job of qualifying like we normally do. Maybe put a little more practice in the car rather than just show up and think you can unload fast every time. So that's on me and the team. But we'll pick up the pieces and move on from this one.
Well, we look forward to seeing what kind of pieces you can unload here in the next couple of weeks on Mondays and Thursdays. So what do you say? Who makes all those pieces go together?
I want to thank Rev Esports, number one. Like I said, Josh and Dalton, great team there. Definitely want to give a shout out to you in the booth, Roger. Everything Turn 3 Racing Network does for our leagues here. Macqui for coming on board. Thompson Racing School, Checkered Flag Auto Supply. All the guys that chip in to make this thing possible. And talk to you next week, brother.
Well, he'll talk to us next week, see if it's on the podium once again like it is here tonight. Michael Trevarthen, driver out of Florida, picking up a second-place finish here tonight. And the driver that was, spun around at one point, he'll finish third. Brian, another solid finish for this number 14 machine. You will now extend the points lead once again over your rival of Eric Stout.
Yeah, it feels good. That was a rough one. I'm sorry that Eric got caught up in something else. I don't know exactly what happened, but man, that was a lot of beating and banging.
A lot of cars tore up here tonight, including your machine. Was backwards on the back straightaway here once. How hard was it with all the restarts, all the pushing, the shoving, the rubbing, the bumping here tonight at Thompson?
Very hard. If you didn't start on the outside, you just were holding on, and you could get freight train there, so you were trying to get yourself in a hole. And I don't know. I think if we gave a little more room, it would have been a little better race. But I'm pretty happy with the finish.
Yeah, you can't complain anytime you finish on the podium here with this series, especially you. I believe this is your 4th podium now in a row. Your worst finish was way back at the LA Coliseum. That was a rough one for a lot of drivers there, but hold on, let me take a peek here. Is that the only time you finished off the podium this season?
I believe so.
Well, dang, Cotton Eye Joe, what do you get going in the water over there?
Just determination, preparation, that's all.
Preparation. These drivers here that you keep spanking are going to need some preparation I believe, after this. So another good run for you. How does it feel also? Because, you got that logo plastered on the hood here tonight, the Macqui logo, and, of course, they're tonight's premier sponsor here at Thompson.
Yeah, glad they came on board. I believe they got it on all the TVs there tonight on the big screen. So a bunch of people watching. Say hi to all of them.
So what you're saying is all of them are your friends?
I hope so.
Well, a great run for you here, Brian. Maybe we'll be able to get up there to Macqui and get you and myself out there. That'd be a good time, I do believe. But what do you say? Who's all over the side of this big old Redbird?
Oh, as usual, Culpeper's Bakery. We got Colony Tire, Bianchi Cash are just there. Macqui, like we just talked about. Yeah, everybody's welcome anytime. We got Patty's Pugs, Zeno's Luxury Jackets, Christina's Custom Cuts, Danny's Diamond Deals. We had a new sponsor come on board this week with Blissful Buddies, little dog walking business. So we welcome them on board. Just so I can come talk to you, Roger.
Well, dog walking. I got a dog. I hope somebody comes and walks it for me. It's getting cold outside, and Roger's bald head does not like the cold weather. But what they do like is Brian Bianchi finishing third here tonight. So Kuhnman picks up the win with Michael Trevarthen there into the second position. Bianchi. Then it was Brandon Feeney across the line there into the fourth spot. Fifth was Dan Butler. Some drivers that will want tonight back: Joshua Buckley, Eric Stout, and Mike Tashiro would like to run this one back here tonight. That is for sure. But what a great run here tonight for some of these drivers at the Thompson Motor Speedway. Where does that lead us? Well, that leads us going into the 11th race of the season at the Concord Speedway just next week. We take the fenders back off. We bring the modifieds back out on December the 14th. And then on the 21st, we head to the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway to play Rock'em Sock'em Boppers on December the 21st. That's the last race before the holiday, the New Year break. So 2 more races this season in this year before we crown a champion next year. But that's going to about do it here from the Thompson Motor Speedway. For everybody at Bar Macqui, for everybody at the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, everybody with Red Light Racing, and all of us here at the Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope you enjoyed tonight's virtual show here from the Thompson Motor Speedway, and we hope you stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.